give us your opening thoughts, then we'll open up for questions.
Well, in watching Loyola on tape, I was impressed with them in a lot of ways. They really made a lot of shots in their opening game versus Texas Tech. Start up 15-3, and it was a game really the whole time. So I thought they really did some good things, and we tried to impress upon our guys the importance of this game. And as a coach, you sometimes you bristle with the fact, some people I don't think realize how capable teams are at all different levels, and all you got to do is, you don't have to be a college basketball savant to see really good teams that can struggle on a given night with someone who perhaps someone might think they shouldn't struggle with. So it's so important to really value every opportunity you have to play. If you get outside of that, you're going to be in trouble. And again, that's part of college basketball. So I was really proud of our guys' maturity. We didn't start the best, but I thought for the bulk of the game we had really good attention to detail. And I have to give a lot of credit to Mike Lewis, who not just because he's in the back of the room here, but he really called a really good offensive game, and Terry Johnson had our guys really set up for our defensive game plan. Those guys were locked in on what the Loyola was doing.
How beneficial is it to have a guy coming off the bench like Austin Etherington that can guard like their 6'10" guy and then also step out and shoot the three?
Well, his effort and energy have to be kind of hallmarks for him, and they've been for the bulk of the season, the last couple of games. He's going to make shots. We really believe that, and he's done that here the last couple of games. But his effort, his energy, his just activity, has to be a real staple, and it's an asset that we need. Obviously, we're not as deep as we'd love to be, but our bench play was really good in a couple spots today, and I was proud of our guys for that.
What did you think of Kelan's performance today? What kind of going, Chris?
I think he got some jitters out in the first couple games, but coaches can be sticklers on this, but he really played like he's practiced the last couple of practices. I was just as I was at the pregame meal, I was thinking I would not be surprised if Kelan Martin doesn't play well. And I didn't think he played. Sorry, Kelan. I don't know if he plays well as you did, but yeah, I didn't anticipate 20 whatever points. But I thought he was going to play well because he's practiced well, and I mean, you just see that. You're not always guaranteed if you practice well to play well, but you're, in a lot of cases, giving yourself a great chance. And if you don't practice well, you're certainly hoping. He's practiced really well. He's got extra shots up, extra workouts. Got an extra workout 2 days ago with Emerson Campen. And I'm a big believer in that, especially when you're young guys and you might play 9 minutes or 15 minutes one game. The opportunity is there. Get in, get some extra work in. He did that. To his credit, he answered the bell here today.
Kelan, just pick up on that a little bit. How did you feel? Did you feel like you were shooting the ball well from the outset?
Yeah, I mean, I just came out with a different mindset. You got to come out and just play hard, play harder than you did the last 2 games. Just getting the jitters out, like Coach said. And my teammates looked for me, open shots. We all played together.
I got to believe with your shooter, you get that first open three and you hit it. It's sort of like, yeah.
So,
Did that kind of happen with you a little bit?
yeah, just getting in the flow of the game. Yeah.
And he really can't shoot the ball. I think people will see that as we go on. He's been one of our best shooters in the bulk of the practice, and obviously we saw that in high school. He can really shoot the ball, catch and shoot. He's obviously been able to drive the ball well.
Was one of the reasons he shot better than two, Chris, the shot selection was pretty good, maybe better than maybe earlier in the season?
Yeah, you know, it's a hard thing, Michael, for freshmen to figure out all the time. It's a really hard thing, especially when you're wired to score like Kelan is. And it's also a delicate balance with as a coach. It's a delicate balance between staying incredibly aggressive, because we need him to be that, and at the same time understanding what our team's best shot is. We talk a lot about our team's best shot, so he's figuring that out, and then there'll be ups and downs with that, just like there will for him throughout the year. But we don't ever want him to play tentative, and we don't ever want him to play with a cluttered mind. Freshmen, it's hard for them not to play at times with a cluttered mind. You're trying to free up his mind. That's why we just taught him one position right now. And I think as we just get more into the season, he's going to play with more freedom. He obviously did today. The thing I feel like we're most proud of Kelan with is his attention to detail defensively has gotten better. Is it a 10 out of 10 right now? Okay, but he's getting better. He's made real strides.
Coach, I'm sure you enjoy a 39 bench performance, a little momentum heading into the Hawks too.
Yeah, I think that was outstanding. And obviously, we got a chance to play him a lot. You know, when Jackson Aldridge is out, you know, it's really potentially probably an 8-man rotation. In some cases, maybe not, but 8-man rotation. So we were able to get some guys that hadn't played a lot, some minutes, and minutes inside kind of the game, and that was really good for us.
When you say he's playing primarily, you're just going to concentrate on one position now, Chris. Is it more of a 2 or a 3 right now?
He plays the wing position, which we kind of call the 3. He'll transition and he'll play some kind of forward, some space forward at times, kind of pick and pop forward at times, maybe as the season progresses. But right now, we want him to learn one position, learn our defensive and offensive system at that one position, play with a free mind, not a cluttered mind, and that's the most important for us right now, I think.
What's Jackson Aldridge's status at this point in terms of timetable for coming back?
You know, we think he'll be back for our upcoming games, but he had the flu on top of his ankle injury. We had a couple of the guys with the flu that had to fight through practice, which obviously affected us in practice a little bit. But he should, you know, we anticipate that he should be ready to go on Wednesday.
Chris, I wanted to be Loyola coach said something. I want to get your reaction, but I'm guessing you take it as a compliment. He said, boy, I thought they were really tough. They've got a lot of bruisers. Is that kind of like what you want to hear a little bit? Or,
Yeah, I think Coach Lewis and I would take that definitely as a compliment. There's no question about that. I think, you know, we have to be physical, and at times we're not that. We need to continue to improve that part of who we are. We're not the biggest or longest team. You can see that just with people we play. We're not always the biggest and longest team, but we do need to be physical. We've got some guys, some big-bodied guys that you know can play in a physical way. We do need that. So certainly that's a compliment.
he should, as he develops, he should be a physical guy for you too.
Sure. He can be, and when he gets his shoulders by you on a drive, or when he walls you up when you're driving on him, he's 230. 230. Okay, he doesn't want me to give any more. He's 230, and he's a really solid frame, and so is our young guys, or Tyler Weidman. So yeah, it's having a physical presence is certainly important to how we play.
And North Carolina is going to be a bit of a step up in terms of level of play, to the layperson anyway. I guess, are you guys going to do anything different in practice to prepare for that, or just kind of keep focused on what you guys do?
No, we're gonna try to improve in our system of play. We'll prepare for them, obviously, but these are not typically games where you have to give or tournaments where you have to give a rah-rah speech to your players. They have a good understanding of what's coming in front of them. And I'm sure they have great respect for the program that North Carolina is and the talent that's going to be on the floor. But that'll come soon enough. We really want to, grade out today's film and try to improve our system. Continue to work on playing harder. I think we played well again together. We played well together today. I'm proud of our guys with that. I think our guys are, looking forward to the opportunity. Obviously, it's an incredible field, the best field I can recall of an exempt tournament. I can't recall an exempt tournament with this field top to bottom. I just can't. So, the number of ranked teams is in our non-conference after that. Go on the road. We play really good teams after that. So we did it for a reason. We want to prepare better for the Big East season.
Anything else for Coach or Kelan? Thank you, guys.
Okay, thanks, guys.